Waited a long time. We've waited a long time. Darts fans have waited a long time to see Scott Waits at Ali Pally. Got their money's worth today, didn't they?
I don't know if the darts fans in the audience got the money's worth, but everybody else I think did. I don't know how long we're on that stage for, but you know, I'm a Yorkshireman. I get my money's worth. I think everybody else got the money's worth today.
The full 25 legs in one of the best game of the William Hill World Championship so far. Even in your vast experienced career, that's got to be up there as one of the most enjoyable, stressful games to play, isn't it?
Oh, I'll tell you what, that last leg, when I hit that double, that's why you just give it all. It was just like, there's no way that I've played the 24 legs previous to this to try and lose this game. So that last leg, you know you've got to give it all, and to win that last leg how I did, 11 darter, I can't believe it myself.
It takes something for a two-time world champion and a Grand Slam champion to go, you know what, that was pretty good though.
Well, I think it was pretty good. If anybody says that wasn't pretty good, let them get up there and try and play on that stage and throw an 11 dart leg. Never mind the deciding leg.
There were 3 times before that deciding leg, you had niggly little finishes to save the match, and Matt Campbell was on a 1 or 2 darter himself. Every single time you managed to pin it. You've got something that most players don't have, then, Scott.
Yeah, bad luck. Because anybody else, he'd have missed that against them and I'd have had another shot. But no, seriously, I'll tell you what, Matt Campbell, what a good dart player he is. For a lad, I was talking to him and he's got nobody to practice with. He's not got anybody of the standard of the players round here. For him to get up on that stage and throw like he does, that is absolutely unbelievable. He is some dart player. You know, and I've played one of the best games of darts today, and I've just managed to get over the line in the last leg. I feel sorry for him because he's got to go back to Canada, but you know what? So be it.
When you got your card at Q School at the start of the year, you just said, look, I know it's been a long time coming, but the timing's right for me now. I'm at a place in my life where I've got an opportunity to give PDC darts a go. Do you still think you're at the very peak of your powers and are able to go on and, say, win this tournament?
You know, I would say from January to maybe mid-March, I was playing really, really good darts all the time. And then the coronavirus hit. And for some reason, you can't go out and practice like you normally do. Everything sort of like changes in your life. And then towards the back end of the year, such as the World Championship, you've got to make sure that you put a bit of time and effort in to try and get to a standard where you can compete with all these guys. And I think I'm not far off, but I'm not there yet. But I can give everybody a really good game for the money. But on my day, I don't see why I can't beat anybody.
Well, Nathan Aspinall next, and you had a crack at him in the Players' Championship finals, missed darts to beat him. I mean, it could be an absolutely fabulous game.
I do think I can take Nathan all the way. Anyway, so, you know what? I look forward to that game, and Nathan's had a bit of a rest, I've had a bit of a practice, so you never know.
Well done, Scott.
Thank you very much.
Scott, just touching on what Dan said there, first year in the PDC, how have you found it all? Because I'm guessing it's a bit of a culture shock to the way everything's done to what you've been used to in your previous career.
The problem at the minute for me is I've got a 3-year-old daughter, right? So everything rolls around my daughter. And me trying to find the time to practice is really difficult. So the last few weeks, as soon as my daughter goes back to her mum, I get to practice. But apart from that, I'm really struggling. So it's really weird is trying to incorporate a family life as well as a serious darts career.
You played at Lakeside, obviously with fans everywhere in the BDO. What's it like going there in a World Championship and no one being there?
You know what? We had a practice on there earlier today and there were no background noise or anything. You could literally hear a pin drop. And I would love to play on that stage with 3,000 people behind us shouting, either, yeah, come on, boo, whatever. You just want the atmosphere. And the atmosphere makes a game of darts. I mean, don't get me wrong, that were a hell of a game of darts. I think that were one of the best games of darts I've ever played in my life. But when the crowd's behind you, you know, that does make a massive difference as well.
And obviously, just one final one from me, that passion, that desire, has it reinvigorated you since you've come back across the PDC? Because you look kind of stale in your last bit at Lakeside and the BDO. Has it reinvigorated you as a player?
Playing at Lakeside and within the BDO, towards the back end of 2019, you knew it was not going to go anywhere. So the players had to make a decision what they were going to do. So the only decision for me was to have a go in Q School again, but a really proper go and try and win a tour card. And that was my aim in 2019. Then 2020, when I did have a go in Q School, then I managed to get my tour card. If I hadn't got my tour card in 2020, I'd have probably been sat on my settee now watching this at home.
Scott, congratulations, mate.
Cheers, thank you.
Scott, is making the decision to go to Q School the best decision you've ever made in darts?
I played Q School 2018 as well, but I didn't take it really seriously. Then 2019, I did 3 days at Q School. I couldn't do the Saturday because I had to see my daughter. So I had to do Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Right, and I was hoping on Thursday and Friday I was going to get enough points, but I didn't. But I think that one of the benefits for me was having a full day off darts and not anybody else having that full day off. Well, I'm not saying not everybody else did, but I think that having a full day off, rest on the Saturday, going on the Sunday, and actually winning the day did me the world of good.
Yeah, and you talk about playing, well, hoping to play in front of 3,000 fans at some point on that stage. Do you think darts players have maybe taken it for granted in the past that they get to play in front of such great crowds?
Darts has always been a sport where the crowd's been involved, and to play there in an empty arena is quite strange. But I think for a lot of the players, they need a bit of the crowd background, the noise, everything else going on behind them, and I think that gets their adrenaline going. And I think that, like today, you've got nobody to buzz on, if you get what I mean. It's weird because you just stood there, there's you, your opponent, the markers, there's nobody else behind you giving you anything whatsoever, just an empty arena.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Scott, and best of luck against. Thanks, Scott.
All right, cheers.